This week was our wedding anniversary. So given the month that's in it, we're going to do a reaction video for Pride Month.
Seven years since the wedding, and what a few people might not know, our wedding was on TV.
Yeah. So it was broadcast throughout Europe by a German TV station. So they flew over, they were doing a documentary on 5 different weddings from across Europe, and they chose us because Ireland was the first country to vote for marriage equality via referendum. So that was the reason that they chose Ireland as one of the locations, and then they had 4 other locations throughout Europe, traditional weddings, and just understanding the differences of those. So yeah, it was an experience to have those over with us, but also enjoyable.
Yeah, and all the other 4 weddings, they were straight couples, and then we were the only same-sex couple because of the referendum as well.
Yeah.
And how they found us was through our celebrant.
Yeah, because we weren't getting married in a church, we chose to go with a celebrant and then officiate the marriage later in the registry office. Yeah, and I always remember since that went live, I've been always working in like multinational organizations, and some people have come up to me, was your wedding on TV? And I was like, oh yeah, it was. Because it wasn't broadcast in Ireland, but it was broadcast in like Germany and France and Spain, all of the main countries in Europe. Yeah, so it's been all over Europe. So it's been funny to have a couple of people recognize me from that. Yeah, it's funny. So let's get to it.
Yeah, because it has been a while since we last watched it. Well, I had to kind of go through just to edit it out because it would be too long.
I don't know what
to watch the whole thing. but yeah, so let's start. Can you just start saying that the venue was the best venue?
Yeah, I haven't seen this, so I was just reacting there to the venue already. Like, I was just like, oh, look at the weather and how gorgeous that venue is.
And the venue was the first venue that we went to visit. Mm-hmm. We had a few selected, but once we got to that one, we knew straight away.
Yeah.
Once we walked to the doors of the main house, we just knew.
Yeah, they made us feel so welcome. I was a little bit nervous actually going in at first, like thinking, oh, we're a same-sex couple. You just don't know how they're going to react. But
because even with the referendum, it was all very recent as well. So
yeah, but yeah, as the moment we walked in, the staff made us feel like family, and we saw some other couples there as well, and you were just like, oh my god, this is gorgeous. Yeah.
I remember the before going in. You were in the car,
and
you were so nervous, like,
ooh, should we go in? Look at all these straight couples in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just magical.
That's Andreas. He is the presenter, so he was interviewing us, and yeah.
Can I see your pulse? Is it still okay?
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still there, okay. But how do you feel? How excited are you on escape?
I'm really excited, especially when we were on the drive, like into the gates, my stomach was twisting.
Really?
But once I stepped in, I was like, okay. And you take in your surroundings, and then within 5 minutes you're relaxed. So I'm delighted. This is where we chose to get married, and yeah, I'm relaxed, I'm happy, and the most important thing now is that we're here and it's happening. I'm so much more grey since then. Living with Ater.
But even like, yeah, you just have such a baby face. It's crazy.
It's 7 years and I've aged so much.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Just find the right word there, over there. I think it's yes.
Yeah. Yeah. young the boys were.
Yeah.
So small.
And it was so nice because we were there at the venue. They had this place that we could all get ready together. It was just so nice to have everybody there and just relaxing and it was everybody together, you know, like all the
so
men, women, everybody was
Adrian's friends and family
Yeah.
who came over from Brazil were all there with us, and then my family were there, so we could all have breakfast that morning together. There was none of this, oh, he can't see him, and no, it's just so relaxed just before the big event. So yeah, I think that made the day extra special.
Yeah, and we were, up until that time, well, we knew then, but we had planned for an outdoor wedding.
Yeah.
And even the day before, we still didn't know if it was going to be possible or not, because it wasn't looking great.
I know, and we had 3 months of sunshine in Ireland, which was just never seen before, and it was like a drought. You know, there was water shortages and grass was turning yellow, and we were just like, oh, just last for the wedding. Yeah, and it did, so it was great.
Well, but this is like the day before, it wasn't looking great. That I don't know if it was that week.
Morning it was foggy,
and that morning was really foggy.
Yeah.
But it turned out great, as we're gonna see. Lynn, so our celebrant, she was amazing.
She was
so good, and we loved the way she made the whole ceremony really personal.
Yeah, she would ask like, what would you like to have included in your wedding? Like, what is there any religious or ceremonial traditions that you would like to see brought into the day? Who would you like to involve in those aspects of the day as well? So yeah, she was just so good.
Yeah, and our ceremony was different because we had some kind of Brazilian traditions as well. So the way here you have groomsmen and bridesmaids, because as well it's a same-sex wedding, you wouldn't have the bridesmaids.
Yeah.
So we've done the Brazilian style, which is to have couples.
Yeah.
So
which is so nice.
Yeah, it was so nice, and she loved it as well. But it was the first time to her, you know, like I'm sure for a lot of people at the wedding as well, it's the first time them seeing like that.
Yeah.
Which is the way to do in Brazil. It's really common.
We got to include more people that way as well, because I got to pick 8 people and you got to pick 8 people.
Yeah, it was 4 couples on each side. And so with Lynn, we had 2 traditional ceremonies that we selected to do.
Yeah, they're more like old traditional Irish.
Yeah, so we had the ring warming.
Yeah, so the ring is passed around, or the rings are passed around to say your family members, and then they hold them in their hands and make good wishes into them. So the ring warming, and then we had the hand fasting as well. So each colour ribbon represents different meaning. So we got to choose the colours of those meanings as well, and then your hands are bound, and that's where the phrase comes from. Bound and
tying the knot.
Tying the knot, yes. I was like, we're gonna have to Google that one. Yeah, tying the knot.
So she was just going through to show them how it would be, kind of rehearsing.
And then just wrap around the second, and then leave the ribbons like that, because I tied them at the end.
The Brazilians, they were having the best time.
Yeah, they brought the life to the party.
They really did. That was us going to our room to get ready, we were slightly late. We were.
What? How late were you? I think 45 minutes.
Me? Us?
Yeah. Nobody believes it was me. We all know what Ada's like
us,
now.
but I think we even left there at the room like to go to get ready. It was already kind of like late.
Yeah, we were having too much fun.
Yeah.
We left ourselves maybe an hour when you needed 3.
Yeah.
Remember people getting sunburned.
Yeah, because that's it. It was foggy in the morning, and then it got super sunny. It was like the most gorgeous day, and because both of us were running late, the place Ballymagarvey, they distributed some umbrellas to protect people from the sun, and they were all colourful. We still have the picture.
Yeah. And I remember my mom's one matched her
Her
whole
outfit.
So she was like, oh, that was very funny.
But there was this picture that someone, the staff from Ballymagarvey, they took from the second floor, I think, and it's all just everybody sitting with their umbrella. But it was a gorgeous day. It's mad to see how small they were.
I know.
They were so little. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And they done a great job.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were so good. The 4 of them. No, that's when I started. So I was a mess that day.
Everybody was crying because I hate her.
I just got so emotional, and it started right there. Once they opened the curtains and everybody went kind of like, oh,
You see everybody and it looks so
and everybody
gorgeous.
just like
Yeah.
there for you and just celebrate your love. It was just very emotional. So I started crying there, and then it just kept going.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to give you my heart. It's such a delight to welcome you here today to perform the wedding ceremony of Hayter and Wayne and celebrate their love in the glorious setting of Ballymagarvey Village in the sun. They will celebrate their love with the blessings of the people who matter most to them. What I now ask is that the family and wedding party warm these rings by passing them just down the first 2 rows.
They're wishing good things, like, and just something that would be the symbol of our love for life. It's quite meaningful and powerful. Yeah.
It was really nice as they were being passed around, and I can see people really concentrating and holding them tightly to them. So I'm sure there's some good vibes in these rings now.
I think I got sunburnt there. Sitting in that sun.
I think a few people did.
Oh yeah.
With the weather. Yeah.
Today I vow to love you, appreciate you, respect you, and support you as your best friend and now also as your husband. And at the end of the day, when we're wrinkly and with a bad knee and with more dogs than we can count, that we can look back at our lives and smile because we shared the journey with the best company someone could ever have. I love you now, and I always will.
When you can feel those emotions from your partner, it does make you feel special as well. Like, I felt really important to Aether at that time as well. So, and I'm glad everyone else got to see that side of Aether, and they understand that our relationship, our love is real, and it's deserving of the exact same that everyone else. Aether, today I promise you this. I laugh with you in times of joy and comfort you in times of sorrow. I promise to support you as you pursue your creative dreams, as long as you remain on planet Earth, that is. Over the past 7 years, we've grown together and achieved our shared goals. That's not to say that it's been an easy road, but the main thing is that we've managed to get through these things together.
I just realized that we were together almost 8 years, 7 years and a bit, and now it has been 7 years since the wedding.
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, 14
yeah,
years. So
Yeah.
7 years there, 7
so that was right
years after.
in the middle. Yeah. That's crazy. I haven't noticed that until now. So yeah, so from the wedding we have the same time that we had before getting married.
I know.
Together, let us build a home filled with laughter, learning and light, shared freely with all who may live there. Let us be partners, friends and lovers today and all of days that follow.
Thank you. And now for the exchange of rings.
Do you remember that we got it wrong?
Oh, did we?
Yeah, because I think you put it first. I can't remember, but we had it swapped.
We must have put we must have put mine onto you, because there's no way yours would have fit mine, probably.
No, we did.
And it was stuck.
Yeah, because we did.
When mine is
swap.
stuck, I can't get it off anymore.
It was really nice. I loved it that it was such an old tradition, and the whole meaning that means tying the knot, getting married, that's where it comes from. And it was such a nice thing. And then you're forced to hold hands. I think everybody should do it.
As this knot is tied.
And I remember Lynn saying at the time, usually the couples would choose like 4 or so ribbons, but because we had the 8 couples, and we wanted each couple to come to tie one ribbon, we had 8. So
That's why we're so blessed.
Yes, exactly.
So are your lives now bound. Celebrate your love and commitment.
We also feel like everybody else is behind us as well now, which is a nice feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, and it is a validation, something that we couldn't do a few years ago.
Oh,
It's George and
my
Bernie.
parents always crack me up.
How proud are you on your son today?
Extremely proud.
Extremely proud.
Yeah, I'm extremely proud. Make this commitment to each other forever. And I think it's a wonderful thing, and I think it should be celebrated everywhere.
Well said, George. Yeah, well said.
I mean, my wife and I have been married a long time.
How long are you
together?
married?
About 34, 35 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, well, we're together.
So what's your
more.
secret? What should Wayne and Hater think?
Well, my secret is I do what she tells me.
Just a little dad joke there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be George with that one.
No.
Look at that place.
I know. It's just a dream. It's
So
magical.
gorgeous. Yeah, that's the word. It's just magical. And we chose to do kind of the banquet style because we had a lot of people coming from Brazil and all that wouldn't know anybody. So we didn't want just to have the Brazilian table,
By themselves.
like kind of like everybody's separate. So we want to put them all together, and they'll be able to know each other and start conversations. So so we don't do the banquet style, which is not something that they usually do there.
Yeah.
But they were very accommodating,
And it
with
worked
their
out really
requests.
well.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
The smoke machines to hide my missteps.
Yeah. So even on the original documentary, we had us practicing at home and all, and there was a lot of practicing. But at the time, you just forget all about
you
it.
forget all about it.
Yeah.
And the smoke helps. So
Yeah, we made sure to have a smoke machine just to kind of camouflage our feet.
There wasn't as much fog as I would have liked, you know?
To hide it.
Yeah.
And our song was so special as well. I had to get it taken out just because of copyright.
yeah.
But it's called Magnificent by Hertz. And the lyrics, everything was just...
Yeah, and it's not a song that's been on the radio or
Yeah,
was
because it's
ever
not your
huge.
typical, you know, wedding or first dance.
But it's our song.
Yeah, and it has a real meaning on the lyrics.
My mom loves it.
Yeah. So do we. See, we've done great. Nothing to worry there. We're dancing really well.
You done great. I'm definitely more stiff. This little tango legs here beside me.
I wouldn't have cared if I fell down on the ground, you know? It was just great. Yeah. People would have been there to pick me back up, so it's fine. It was just so beautiful, like something I'll never forget. Like, it was absolutely perfect. It was just magnificent, that whole moment that we were there. I could do it all again, you know?
And didn't you finished the day, we had fireworks. Yeah, which was again really special.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just like thinking how like it was just my favourite day ever. Like I know since then we've got the babies, but that was still my favourite day.
Yeah. I don't think we were worried if is everything going according to the plan. We were just happy to be there and just relax.
You're in the moment in the day, and you just like really are present and you enjoy it. So it goes so fast because there's so many people that you're trying to talk with, and then anything that happens, you're not even aware of some of the mistakes that might happen.
Yeah, that's true. And you just remember that even if you have something planned, nobody else knows what you have planned. So if something doesn't go according to the plan, nobody would notice. So just relax.
And that's it. We kept a lot of the details of our wedding under wraps, because Adrian loves to surprise all the time. So people didn't know it was going to be outside. They didn't know a lot of the details of the wedding. So like
if something didn't work out,
nobody would know. Fine. Yeah.
This is just the start, you know, like we've been together almost 8 years now, and we just feel that it's a new beginning. We wish to have a family, you know, that's something that we definitely want to work towards. And there's a lot of plans, there's much more to come. Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? That we were talking about it already.
Yeah, and now they're
back
here.
then. Yeah. And now we have them. And at the time, we still didn't have a clue of like what way to go, but we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
We'll find a way.
That's it. Like myself and Ater, like we just believe in, if you want something in life together, like you'll work to make it happen, no matter what anyone else tells you. Otherwise, you know, you will sit down and figure out like this isn't impossible, right? So, and we've done that with a lot of things in our life. So it's like, okay,
and I think
how are we going to do this?
Yeah, and I think that's how we are with each other as well. We're always pushing each other as well. That's why we worked out so well, you know, every time, because we're always pushing each other and finding ways to get things done, you know. And just having our family today is
that's the biggest dream, isn't it? Like that was the one that you would never be sure of if that could ever happen, and now that it has, like you just feel so complete. You know, they're the best.
And talking about them, look who's up. And it's mad to look back and see our wishes coming true. And having them today. 2, not just 1, but 2.
I know. And we couldn't have imagined like how amazing both of them are. They're just the best, you know,
and how life would turn out as well. And we only realized on their birthday this year, well, their first birthday, and only because it was on the news that this year 2025 was the 10th anniversary of the referendum.
The marriage referendum in Ireland.
And it was on the 22nd of May, which is their birthday. So it's so they were born on the same date as the referendum, 22nd of May, and the day they were turning 1, it was the 10th anniversary of the referendum. if that's not a full circle moment, I don't know what it is. So yeah, and we never even realized that. We stopped to think about it, and only because it was on the news. Yeah, it's all very symbolical, isn't it? Yeah, but we're just very grateful to look back, and even though we looked younger, we are better now with them.
Yeah.
We look older, but we got you.
Yeah, you keep us young.
Yeah. So probably from now on we're going to start getting younger because we have them.
We got to brush up on our primary school education again. Teach them Irish. Aww.
Yeah, but we couldn't have guessed how life would turn out, and yeah, just having the two of them is just the best thing ever.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yes. So thank you so much for watching another one of our videos and a look back at our wedding day,
Which is super special.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah. So we'll see you all again in the next video.
Bye. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Ah.